Self-driving vehicles, safe or a death trap? The creation and use of self-automated vehicles are on the rise. Self-driving vehicles are cars in which drivers are never required to take control or operate their vehicle. A combination of sensors and software are used to control, navigate, and drive the vehicle. There are currently no legally operating autonomous vehicles in the United States, but partially autonomous are present. These vehicles have brought conversation to the general population, but what do people really know about these vehicles? The producers of self-automated vehicles have led us to believe that their product is the newest and greatest invention. What they have failed to tell us is the truth about these vehicles. Self-driving cars are supposed to decrease the annual number of vehicle crashes in the United States, but with a lack of adaptivity, this is not the truth. The software of self-automated vehicles is unable to communicate with others and its infrastructure. This model will not be successful in the society and may even increase the number of deaths on the road. They will be detrimental to our society economically, politically, and even socially. With self-automated vehicles, our first concern is how they affect our economy. Consumers have been led to believe that these vehicles reduce pollution and conserve fuel, therefore they've been blindsided by the other costs they will be paying. The cost of research and technology needed to create these vehicles has reached millions of dollars. The software and applications used for these vehicles will constantly be running, therefore the costs are constantly increasing. The vehicles run electrically, therefore they're not only paying for the $75,000 car, but purchasing electricity as well. These factors will not only ruin our economy, but the lack of fuel consumption will also be extremely detrimental to our economy. The oil and gas industry are extremely important to America. This industry provides 10.3 Americans in occupation. Combined, these employees bring home $714 billion, which keeps our economy strong. If we consider the overall benefit to the U.S. economy, oil and gas bring $1.3 trillion, or about 7.6% of the U.S. GDP. If we take away our consumption of fuel, our country will take a toll. Self-driving vehicles take jobs from millions of people, as well as trillions of dollars that fuels our economy. Not only will the decrease of fuel create havoc for our economy, but it will create an issue for concerning politics in other countries. Over the last 20 years, Canada has become our biggest foreign supplier of oil. After Canada, Saudi Arabia follows. The oil and fuel industry have always created major problems in the political world. Countries fight over fuel because it represents power. If we withdraw our consumption of oil from these countries, confrontation will rise. We need vehicles that support the use of fuel in our society. If other countries adopt the self-automated vehicles, we will suffer the loss in our oil and fuel industry. In moral and ethical terms, these vehicles are not safe. The cars can be successful in standard conditions, but not when it comes to taking left turns, responding to emergency vehicles, or adapting to other conditions. Every road is unique and unpredictable. A self-driving vehicle can control itself and only itself. These vehicles are completely unethical to implement in our uncontrollable world. We will not be able to adjust to a drunk driver, distracted driver, or wet road conditions. Because they cannot adjust to all the possibilities in the road, they may even cause more accidents than humans do. The reality of it is, we do not live in a perfect world, and this is an aspect we truly cannot control. These vehicles are unethical because, even at a level of full autonomy, they require human interaction. If drivers still have to be engaged and communicate with vehicles, why are they considered autonomous? Consumers will then have to learn how to operate and communicate with their car. This creates unethical barriers of knowledge, communication, and time. If consumers are unaware of how to operate their autonomous vehicles, more distractions, accidents, and deaths will occur on the road. We cannot let manufacturers continue to feed us these lies about the benefits that self-driving vehicles will bring. Not only will our economy be losing money in the creation of these vehicles, but also major oil companies will have losses. Disputes over oil and trade will rise. These cars will be socially unacceptable because they are completely uncontrollable. They will not adapt to the environment and will be difficult for any consumer to operate. The roads are ever-changing and unpredictable. Therefore, it is not something we should attempt to control. It will be detrimental to our society, economically, politically, and even socially. And now I'll show you my sources.